Hey y'all, it's Lauren. Welcome to my life. So today I'm gonna just do like a quick story time and maybe like add some vlog clips in there. This is the story of the time I got stuck in Mexico. I should have probably prepared myself to tell a story, but it's just gonna come out how it comes out. All right, basically I was in Oaxaca, Mexico, and I was staying at this Airbnb at this lady's house, and her daughter was there, like whatever. And Grady left about 2 days before I was supposed to leave, and so I was just honestly mostly chilling at the room. Like I was going out to like eat and stuff, but for the most part I was in the room. So then June 30th came up, and that's when I was supposed to leave Mexico from Oaxaca and land back in my home city. So June 30th comes and I am packing my stuff, you know, getting ready to go, hee hee ha ha. And I can't find my passport. I'm like, hold on. It's fine. It's in the room somewhere. Like, I'm gonna find it. Just keep cleaning up, you know, whatever. I start to really like look, and I'm like, my passport's not here. So I'm like, damn, let me call Grady to see if he maybe accidentally took my passport. Called him, he doesn't have my passport. I'm like, okay, where is it? I looked at the trash. I empty out all my suitcase trying to find it. I look all throughout the room. I'm like, it's not here. I'm pretty much crying at this point because I'm like, there's no way. Like, this, like, to me, this is a nightmare, right? I'm like, I'm stuck in Mexico. Me, by myself, am in Mexico. And I can't leave. And I'm in Oaxaca, bro. So like, Oaxaca is very deep. Oaxaca is pretty much very close to Central America. I am not anywhere near the US-Mexico border. Once we got to Oaxaca, I was keeping my passport in my purse because I specifically remember that when we were in Mexico City, I was keeping it inside of one of my journals. But then once we got to Oaxaca, I, for some reason, like moved it to my purse. But then once Grady left, I wasn't taking my purse out with me because I just felt like it was an extra hazard to be carrying my purse and walking around the city by myself. Basically, the theory is either my Airbnb host's daughter, or the cleaning lady that came while I was there took my passport. There was a cleaning lady who came in the Airbnb the day before I was leaving, but she was cleaning a different room. And I did leave while she was there. And I'm not gonna even lie, like once Grady left, I wasn't really checking for my passport every day because I was like 3 days. I'm not taking the passport out of the room, so I wasn't really thinking about it. I get all my stuff together, and honestly, this is the main reason why I am suspicious of my Airbnb host. Throughout the whole time I was staying there, like they would be out and about in the house, like I would say hello to them, like it was very nice, cordial. Pretty much most of the times when I left the house or came back into the house, we would run into each other and say, you know, hello, whatever. When I was leaving, which they know when I'm leaving as my Airbnb host, I left like pretty much right around my checkout time. So I probably left maybe like 11 o'clock that day, which is not that early. They would always wake up before us. Like, I don't know. Anyways, sorry if the camera changed a little bit. My phone died. When it came time for me to check out, they were both, the daughter and the mom, both in their rooms, which is fine. So I go up to the kitchen and I put dishes and stuff in there to like return it to the kitchen, and then I go back, get my stuff, and I'm ready to leave. Because I left other stuff in there to return to them in the kitchen, I was just like, I'll just leave the keys right next to there. The way the house was, you had to unlock the gate to get out. So I unlocked the gate, put the keys back, and they had put the dog in their room between the time that I was there. Like that I had walked up to return the dishes and then walked back to my room to get my bag, and then I walked and returned the keys. The thing is, the dog, every other day the dog was barking. By this time, the dog had gotten used to me. So when I went to put the dishes away, the dogs weren't barking. I would understand if they put the dog away if it was barking at me when I went up there, but it wasn't. It was just kind of suspicious in my book. And honestly, this whole time, I've been feeling very reluctant to blame them for this. Like, I could have genuinely just lost my passport and that's on me. But at the same time, I wasn't taking it out of the room. So there's no real way that I could have lost it out in the street or something, because it was in the room the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, one of them bitches took my passport. I honestly didn't confront them. I am confrontational, but I'm not very confrontational with strangers. And I just didn't really know how I was gonna approach that, because at that point I wasn't that confident that they had it. Like, I was still like kind of gaslighting myself, like maybe I lost it. After that, I called my mom to tell her basically like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I may not be arriving today, because she was supposed to pick me up. So anyways, after that, I was like, okay, what's my plan of attack? My plan of attack was that I was gonna show up to the embassy and pray that God would open their doors. That didn't happen. Then I would show up to the airport and pray that they would let me in. That also didn't happen. They very quickly said no. Like, I walked in the door and, where's your passport? And I'm like, don't have it. I like emailed the emergency line and they didn't get back to me. They got back to me the same day. I will give them that. But it wasn't until after my flight for that day, so it wasn't helpful. Basically, they were like, you have 3 options. You could either go to Tijuana and explain to the border people about your passport and they'll let you in. Mind you, I'm in Oaxaca. Look up the map. Let me put the map right here. Mind you, I'm in Oaxaca. Second option is wait till the embassy in Oaxaca opens and go and ask for emergency passport, and that will take a week to process and for me to get the passport. Baby, I'm not staying in Oaxaca for a week. I'm ready to go home. I've already been in Mexico for a month at this point. Third and final option was to take a bus to Mexico City, wait till the embassy opened on Monday, and they would be able to give me my passport the same day, and I could fly out from there. So that's what I ended up doing. Took a 7-hour bus ride to Mexico City on Friday night, and I got there at like midnight. Then I stayed, thank Jesus that I was connected with these friends in Mexico City when I originally was there. So I just asked them like, hey, could I please stay with you guys, because this is crazy. Like, I just need some stability out here, you know? And they were so nice to let me stay at their house until Monday when I left. On Monday, I was like, let's get it. I went to Office Depot because you have to print out these forms. You have to submit a form to get a new passport, and you have to submit a form if it's lost or stolen. Then I went to get my passport picture taken. Luckily, there's a lot of little picture places around the embassy, so I got my picture taken. When I got to the embassy, they were like, oh, this form is a little bit wrong, so I did have to like go to this print shop and reprint it. I did get a little stressed when she told me that. I was like, but then I was like, let's just do it. Like, let's go. It was cool though, like pretty chill. There was really no one in there, so I probably waited maybe like an hour and a half between you go to the desk and you like just tell them what you want, you pay for it, and then they do like a little interview, and then I had to wait for it to process and like print. Because my situation was so dire, like I bought a flight for Monday night. I was like, I need my passport right now. So they let me just wait for it to print, because usually it's like you go and you do it and then you come back around 3 o'clock to pick it back up. But they let me just take it right then and there. I just want to show y'all the passport they give you when you get an emergency passport. It's like purple and it says emergency passport on it, which I think is just so funny because it's like exposed. Like, as soon as someone at the airport saw this, they're like, what happened, baby? And I'm like, girl, don't even ask. My flight for Monday night was supposed to fly through JFK and CLT, which is in New York and Charlotte. I didn't know what was going on. I was not tapped into the US news, but all I was hearing was there's storms on the East Coast. The weekend before, people were getting their flights canceled, couldn't get new flights, staying in the airport for days. And I was like, if that happens to me, I will freak out. Like, I really cannot handle any other thing to happen right now. Like, I really just need to go home. I like canceled my flight, got a credit for that one, and got a different flight for 4 a.m. on Tuesday, and today's Tuesday and I'm home. So I'm honestly just really happy, thankful, blessed to be here. Like, imagine if I had to wait a week for my passport, or imagine yada yada yada, but it all worked out and I'm here. This is kind of like a little warning message slash, I don't know, if you're traveling in Mexico, keep your passport in a secret place. Like, nobody really told me that this was like a thing for people to take your passport. Obviously I was like kind of aware of, you know, the proximity to the US and the valuableness of a US passport, but I didn't really think, you know, this could happen to me. My Airbnb host seemed very nice, so just like, bro, lock that shit up, keep it hidden, because you never know what's gonna happen. I didn't expect this to happen to me, and it did. But I also want to say, like, bro, Mexico is chill. Like, there's so much negative energy and like propaganda against Mexico and visiting there, and I don't want to be like saying none of that. Like, I'm saying go there, go there, go there. It was fun. Like, I really enjoyed it. I really want to learn Spanish, so I thought it was really nice to like be able to talk to people. Everybody we met was really nice. Like, it's a great place. Just know that you have, like, it's like a laptop. Like, your passport is a valuable object to some people, just like your phone is, your laptop, all that stuff. Be safe out there, y'all, because you could be like me. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a little comment if you want. I don't know. See y'all.